The 2017 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. Now, this is one of the most popular full-size pickup trucks sold in America, and it's been an ongoing battle with the Ford F-150 and the Ram 1500 for years, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. I'm Jay, and welcome to Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and I want to thank Woodland Motors for letting us come on down and film today. So, the Chevrolet Silverado. Now, the Silverado name was first used back in 1999 with what they consider the first generation Silverado, and the one you're looking at here is the third generation Silverado that was launched for the 2013 model year, and for 2016, just this last year, it was given a midlife update. But just for the record here, Chevrolet has actually been building this truck's ancestors since the 1930s, and it wasn't until much more recently, 1999, when the Silverado name first began to be used. But internally, the code for this is the Chevrolet CK. So if you're a Chevrolet truck fan or GM truck fan in general, you should know that already. But for anyone who isn't, well, there you go. You learned something new today. And just like all of the other full-size pickup trucks, the Ford F-150, Ram 1500, the brand new Nissan Titan, they're all becoming really luxurious. I mean, the spread between the cheapest base models to the fully loaded models is tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, you can get something like this for less than $30,000 in a basic work truck, but then again, at the other end of the spectrum, you can spend over 60 grand on literally the same thing, but with a different size bed and all these other different combinations. Really, there's just thousands of ways that you can configure these. Now, this particular Silverado 1500 is the four-wheel drive LTZ Crew cab with the short bed in the back. And as you can see, yeah, this it's literally a luxury car. Now, for the record, in case you're wondering, yeah, that is real leather seats, but it's not real wood trim. If you want real wood trim, you're going to have to go to the top of the line High Country trim line, or the GMC Sierra, the Denali's, which is, of course, is the sister ship to the Silverado. But the overall build quality here, let's just get that out there, is excellent. It's not like the old GM before the bankruptcy time when there was a lot of hard interior plastics. No, it's very different, and it's nice to see GM, and even in its bread and butter brand, Chevrolet, really up the premium factor. And of course, that this is the LTZ trim doesn't hurt at all. And just to give you an idea of those trims, like you have the basic custom, the work truck, LS, LT, LT Z71, LTZ, which is this model, LTZ Z71, and then the High Country. So yeah, this one, the LTZ, it's pretty high up in the chain there. Now, they call this interior color Cocoa Dune, well, color combination for that matter. It's got a standard, with this particular one, because it's upgraded, remember, an 8-inch color touchscreen with the upgraded navigation and mileage for $495. 7-inch color touchscreen is standard normally. You have driver and front passenger heated and vented seats, leather wrapped steering wheel, dual zone automatic climate control, remote keyless entry and start, rear window defroster, you name it. And the rear seat, because this is the crew cab, it's very comfortable. It's spacious. And there's literally nothing that this truck cannot do. If you needed to haul stuff around, go do some off-roading, no problem. If you need it to be a family vehicle, no problem. If you also want it to be a luxury vehicle for that matter, there you go. And from this driver's seat here, yeah, like I said, you get that leather-wrapped steering wheel. And the overall dash design, I like it. It's just very straightforward. It's simple. I would even say it's a little more conservative, and I think that's just fine. I think that this basic design, it suits this truck very well. And as we all know, Chevrolet Silverado, it has just extremely loyal buyers. Same thing goes for the Ford F-150, the Ram 1500, and those buyers will never jump ship to any of the competing Detroit brands. And here you go, that 8-inch touchscreen here. Now, what's really cool is that this was upgraded for 2016 with the components and the processor from the Chevrolet Malibu sedan, and clearly that's good because the whole system here just works very, very well. No rebooting issues, and you're just getting the latest in touchscreen software technology. Now, even 20, maybe 30 years ago, if we had known that a pickup truck like this right here would have a system like this 8-inch touchscreen, I think it would have surprised a lot of people, because just a generation or so ago, pickup trucks were very work-like trucks. They weren't luxury vehicles. They're very Spartan, and this is the exact opposite of Spartan. This is an indulgence, for that matter. And when you see the price tag later on, well, yeah, it is an indulgence. Now, some of the basic connectivity features that you get with this is a 4G LTE Wi-Fi connection, wireless charging, OnStar, USB ports, Bluetooth. For an extra $650, you have heated and ventilated front seats, and they're full leather bucket seats as well, and the center console, that's also covered in leather. There's your dual zone automatic climate control. Now, if you want, you don't need to get all these features. Obviously, if you want to spend less money, not a problem. You don't need this for an example, but I like it. These power adjustable pedals, and then along with that heated steering wheel, that's part of the LTZ package for $270. Yeah, I think that's very ideal, especially when you want the Silverado to be a family vehicle for, the entire family, regardless of height, is going to be able to drive it. A couple of USB ports right there. Connectivity is a big thing these days. And wireless charging in a Chevrolet Silverado. I mean, whoever thought that would happen? And yet, here you go. It's a thing now, and it's not going away. Even though it's optional at this point, it's going to become more standard fare in the very near future. Take a look at the center console too. Just look how wide it is. And if you've been in any full-size pickup truck, they're all wide, all the center consoles. That big cargo space right there, I think you can even fit a laptop in there. It's that wide and deep. Alright, so let's talk some safety here, because I kind of keep saying that, this Silverado, it can be the ultimate family vehicle if you need it to be. It just does everything well, including safety. For an example, you got a 5-star overall U.S. government crash test rating. 5 stars actually in all categories except the rollover category, where it got 4 stars. No big crime there. You got driver and front passenger airbags, front and side impact airbags, rear seat and side curtain airbags as well. Yeah, you got a sunroof. Not bad. You also have StabiliTrak stability control with trailer sway control and hill start descent, 4-wheel ABS brakes, and a tire pressure monitoring system. Now, for an extra $275, this particular Silverado also has the trailer brake controller, and for $200 more, all-terrain tires. Now, for $945, this one has the enhanced driver alert package, and that gives you front and rear park assist, active safety lane keep assist, low speed forward automatic braking, and telebeam headlamps, forward collision alert, and safety alert start. And I think for $945, that's a very good value right there. I like having a lot of that safety tech in all cars these days, mainly because, well, you have that big touch screen there. And yes, in my opinion, going off topic a little bit here, I think those touch screens can be distracting. So in a way, when an automaker creates a potential safety problem like a touch screen, well, they come up with safety solutions like the enhanced driver package for $945. I think it's money well spent. Okay, back to this particular truck here. As you can see from the driver's seat, you have a nice driver's computer. It shows you all the basic information that you can read. It's very easy to see. You have these power driver and front passenger seats. It's easy to find the ideal seating position regardless of your height. So how does it drive? Well, it might actually, hear me out here, have one of the best overall ride and handling balances of all full-size pickup trucks on the market. And I say that because it has well-controlled body motions, and it's a firm and nice steering. It's just the steering isn't too loose, because remember, you're driving a big vehicle and it's wide, and you don't want it to be too loose, because otherwise you're just going to feel like you're driving around a boat. No, Chevrolet did a really nice job tuning the steering and the suspension just to make it so that you don't feel like you're driving around in a boat. Rear seat space, look at that. Plenty of leg room, knee room, shoulder room. You can get 2 tall adults back there easily. In fact, you can get 3 full-size adults in the back, no problem. No tri-zone automatic climate control, but, well, I wouldn't be surprised if it were to be offered anytime soon. And this is really nice. You can just fold up that rear bench, even more storage space. Because remember, it's a pickup truck. It doesn't have a trunk, obviously. And if it's just the driver and the front seat passenger and you just have some stuff, there's no reason to put it in the bed. You just put it right back here. And you saw how easy it is just to fold up that rear bench. Yeah, this is, I think, more than enough cargo space. You can do all of your grocery shopping for the most part and be just fine. But here we go. Now, this is why people buy trucks. You get a bed like this one here. Now, this is the 5'8" inch bed. Again, this is the short bed. You also have the standard, the regular, and extended. You can really play around with the configurations, like I said, again, of the truck. Not just the trim packages, too, just to find what the ideal one for you. Now, the box cargo volume here is 53.4 cubic feet. All right, under the hood, what do we got here? You're going to like this. This is the top-of-the-line 6.2-liter V8 with 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic. Again, that sends power to all 4 wheels, and 4-wheel drive costs an extra just under $4,000. But those who want 4-wheel drive, they're going to pay up for it. It's just how it works. Now, like I said, this is the top-of-the-line engine. It costs an extra $2,695. And yeah, this is just one hell of an engine. But let's give it a listen here, just so that you can hear it, because there's 2 other base engines too that I'll tell you about in a moment. Alright, so 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds or so, which is pretty fast. Like I said, that's a 420 horsepower V8. Fuel economy, 15 miles per gallon in the city, 20 on the highway, and a combined 17. Vehicle weighs just around 5,500 pounds. Now, I want to tell you about the other 2 engines that you can get in the Silverado. Like I said, that 6.2-liter V8, it's almost a $2,700 extra option. That's the top-of-the-line engine. The base engine is a 4.3-liter V6 with 285 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque. Now, the standard V8 that comes in the LTZ is a 5.3-liter V8 with 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. So, yeah, the LTZ comes standard V8 power. You want one with, about another 70 or so horsepower. It's going to cost you about $2,700. I think it's worth it. I like power. I won't apologize for that. So let's talk about some towing and payload capabilities, because again, this is what a truck is, one of the things it's used for. Now, this particular one has a 9,100 pound towing capacity and 1,690 payload capacity, but the Silverado lineup as a whole, properly equipped, it rates at a best-in-class 12,500 pounds. And the Silverado's maximum payload stands at 2,250 pounds, again, properly equipped with the right configurations. Now this exterior, let's talk about it. It's called Summit White. It's got the optional 20-inch wheels, 18 inches are standard. Has the easy lift lower tailgate, remote locking tailgate, body side chrome molding, LED projector headlamps, LED signature taillights, LED front fog lamps, chrome front and rear bumper corner step. If you saw that back there, I think that is just a brilliant feature. It also has front recovery hooks and an 8.9-inch ground clearance. Now, this one also has the sport package for an extra $1,995. It includes those 20-inch chrome wheels I told you about, plus a Bose audio system and a cargo box LED lighting system. That actually costs an extra $125. Now, the 6-inch chrome assist steps that you see there, those cost an extra $700. Power sunroof, $995. You saw that earlier. Now, the bed of this truck, I know that Ford makes a big deal out of its current F-150 having that all aluminum body, but the aluminum bed of the F-150 is more susceptible to puncture than the roll-formed high-strength steel bed of this Silverado. You might have seen that commercial where Chevrolet just dumped a bunch of rocks in a Silverado and an F-150, and well, you saw the outcome there. Silverado, the steel, the high-strength steel can take it much better than the aluminum. All right, so what's some of the competition here? Well, the Ford F-150, Ram 1500, the Nissan Titan, that's brand new. I recently reviewed that. Then there's the Toyota Tundra. I love that truck. It's a little more basic, but it's got standard V8 power, which is fantastic. I reviewed that recently as well. And then, of course, this car's sister ship, the GMC Sierra 1500, which it's the same truck, same engine, same features, except, of course, you can get the Cadillac of GM pickup trucks, the Sierra Denali. I think people who buy GMC trucks, they just can't bring it to themselves to drive around something with that Chevrolet bow tie badge. And I don't see any shame in that, but whatever. Some people think differently, and that's their right. So the pricing here. Okay, now, a base Silverado 1500 begins at about $27,585. Now, the LTZ four-wheel drive crew cab short box, which is this one, begins at $47,175. But with all the features this particular truck has, accessories and packages, plus a $1,195 destination fee, grand total is $57,925. Like I said, we are in the era of $60,000 plus full-size pickup trucks. It's only going to get more expensive, in my opinion. Now, the High Country, which is the top of the line of the Silverado, begins at $56,000, but like with this one, you can just keep adding on more and more features and accessories, and that price is just going to go even further north. So what do I like here? Well, I like this exterior styling. I think it's great. It's got a nice and refined ride and handling, and the interior is just very nicely laid out. Now, what don't I like? Okay, well, maybe the interior, even though I said it's a little conservative, it might even be a little too fancy for a Chevy truck. I don't know. Possibly. Again, it's got that 8-inch color touchscreen there. And also, this just goes with any full-size truck. The longer the truck, the harder it is to maneuver. But with practice, makes perfect. And like I said, with this exterior design, yeah, I like it. It's conservative, it's manly, and it's just truck-like above all else. Where the Ford F-150, maybe it's a little too off. But I'm out of time for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Any more questions for me? Just leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on my next unboxing review.